Now let's drill down, kind of planning basics, 101 if you will, is what goes into a goal. And of course you need to name the goal, you need to identify some sort of measure. Is this measured in pounds or inches or dollars or units of some kind? How do you measure the success of this particular goal? Who's responsible for it? And then the idea of a target, which represents the upper line, what you'd like to happen, the forecast, which represents the lower line, what you think will happen, and then the time phasing. Now, if you add time phasing to this and say, my target last year was this, my forecast last year was a different number, and what I actually achieved was a third number, you begin to be able to tell a story if you look at this over time. So here's an example where the trend of increasing sales is going up, but it's accelerating in year 3 and 4. Those last two columns, it's going up faster in those 2 years. And so what the story that's being told here is whatever the history of what we've been doing, we sort of want that trajectory to start changing faster. There's a story wrapped into these numbers. And the forecast tells us in this particular case that Susan is not expecting to reach that target. So what this means is the projects she's identified do not yet justify in her mind saying we have a way to close this gap. Now, I've said a lot of words here, but basically in one short goal with the concept of target forecast and time phasing, you can tell a story. And so building a plan with 3 or 4 of these communicates an enormous amount of information about what Susan thinks will happen and what she and her leader want to happen are all conveyed here.